in symbols. I am an artist, and that's how I portray myself better than words, probably. So, Trisha's favourite flower was red rose. So I should tell you actually before I start, this had actually stipulations of what you were and weren't allowed to do, and you were supposed to keep it to black, white and red. I never have really been able to follow the rules. No, so Trisha also studied for many years at university and didn't quite get her degree, but she got nipped in the bud before then. But she was always studying about women in history, and she loved the Greeks and the Grecian look. So this was to represent the Grecian look across here, the roses, which she absolutely loved.
And medieval.
Medieval. Trisha's was literally 8 books. She was so intelligent. I was in awe of Trish. And she did the most beautiful calligraphy and beautiful writing, and one of her favourite books in the whole world was the Book of Kells. If you don't know what that is, go home and look it up, because it's just exquisite from an artistic point of view. So I tried to take an image from the Book of Kells and change it to represent Trish. So this is Trish with her 2 young boys, and they had a halo around that was actually a woman there. Now Trish was a midwife, as you know, so I wanted them to be in their small age, so it represented also her as a midwife and what she had given to so many mothers in the John Hunter over the years. The leopard skin is because she loved leopard skin and she loved purple just like I do, and instead of a halo I thought she certainly wasn't a saint, that girl. So I turned that into a leopard skin hat. That was more Trish. So that was iconic. About a year after Trisha's death, we were trying to make sense of it all, and we just couldn't. And we went to a clairvoyant, and the clairvoyant said to me, and she also said to Mum, Trisha's sending you 5-cent pieces. When you find a 5-cent piece, it's a message from your sister. I want you to acknowledge it. She's going to send you one in 2 days. And I thought, oh, what a load of hoo-ha. And you'll find it in front of a door. Well, would you believe, I did find a 5-cent piece in front of the door, and it was a roller door. And straight away it just brought this wave of energy, beautiful energy, to myself. So I popped it in my bra, just near my heart. I still do that every time I find a 5-cent piece. And you'd be surprised, it's been 13 years, but it feels like this happened yesterday, believe me. So I wanted to incorporate that. I've kept every single one of those 5-cent pieces over the last 13 years, which I have a purse of hers filled with them. So
That's
what
amazing.
I did was I traced around all the 5-cent pieces. And every one of those 5-cent pieces is a connection to her. Now I want to tell you that because you wouldn't know that. Don't worry about this. Should have been that close.
I'm crying too.
Down here represents, one of the stipulations was you needed her name and when she was born and when she died. I didn't want to focus on her death because that isn't who she is and it's not who she was. And if I can achieve one thing today, I want you to understand that Trish was so much more than the way she died.
Every woman is.
Every woman is. But this is about Trish at the moment. So, this is her name in calligraphy, well, my attempt at it, and the day she was born, and I used gold paint, which was expensive, so I'm glad you're appreciating it. Okay, I'm going to turn it around now because the back's painted as well. Okay. Trish was a very, very witty person who could say lines off the top of her cuff, very funny things. And I was always in awe of her humour. And I suppose her humour is most likened to Monty Python. We used to sit, and just a little side story, I remember Trish used to be able to recite The Life of Brian for her so all of her friends bought her the actual script of The Life of Brian, and she learnt it off by heart with all the voices and all the, and we did have one time that we bussed outside of the old David Jones doing all the voices together. I had the tambourines on top of it. Now I'll tell you, it was a long day and we made $7.50. My God, it was a good day we had. Great day. Yeah. So this represents, it says, always look on the bright side of life.
Oh, yeah.
And if you haven't seen that movie, you really need to do yourself a favour and revisit that, because my God, that's so funny. And it epitomises Trish. She was a happy person who just lit the room up when she came in. Really was. I did it with a lute, coming out of a lute, because it sort of just went with the medieval thing. That's all. The stack of books is because Trish was an academic person and she was always reading, always. And I am an artist and I was in awe of the fact that her and Liz was the same. Could always read. And I'd be going for the pitch books. And then she had this stack of books and she'd go, I'm just going to read this book, and the book's this big. And I just was in awe of it. And she always had books everywhere, stacks of them, everywhere, in the car, everywhere.
She'd be knitting while she was...
Yeah, Nick, this is the classic. You come in the house, there'd be stuff everywhere. She'd have a pile of books, she'd be reading a book, knitting, eating chicken chips while there's a video going. And she managed it all, didn't she? She managed a whole lot. Okay, the bunny rabbit. Okay. Trish didn't just die suddenly. There was another incident involved, okay, with torture and all sorts of stuff. And after that time, he was put in jail. She went into a safe house. And I'm not going there, but she came out of there and she briefly was living with our family. And she ended up, my children both had their birthdays in that period of time. They were only, my beautiful daughter here, Tia, before she went down. They were only 4 and 6 or something, little. And we had bought them bunny rabbits. And she'd always wanted a rabbit, always wanted a rabbit. So we ended up getting her a rabbit through guilt, I think, really. I was guilty of getting one. Anyway, she died. And then my kids were only little and they were used to her there. And 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, the rabbit died. And it was like I couldn't deal with it. I just couldn't deal with it. And I lost it. And my little 4-year-old daughter, Tia, comes in and says, it's okay, Mummy. It was Auntie Trisha's rabbit and she's just taken it back. And that's the way they think, little kids. So I thought I had to include the rabbit. And the butterfly is a symbol of new beginnings. And I went and saw a clairvoyant who was on The One, was a TV show on. And he said to me, which is just amazing, I mean, it's fantastic, you get to see. He said that your sister's sending you butterflies and she wants you to bloody well wake up and have a look at them because they're coming from everywhere. Yep. And ever since then, the amount of times that butterflies have been there and come to us just at that moment when we needed it is absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't experienced this, believe there's more than us here. Yeah. There's more than us here. And I truly believe that Trisha will only ever die when we stop talking about her and we stop reliving the best things that she was and how she influenced our lives. So I suppose to end all this, I just wanted to say thank you so much, all you people that I asked to come here that mean something to me, to support my family, and to make some sort of sense out of this terrible violence towards women and children. To me, I'm sorry, I'm nearly finished. Shouldn't have.
I'm winding you up.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't looking at you. On the TV, I stopped watching TV 13 years ago when this happened because it was just on the TV over and over and over because it became a political issue, which I'm not going into now. But what I don't understand is you can turn on your TV and you will see this football player has changed teams and he's going to this team. And this football player bashed his girlfriend up, so they're dumping him, but some other team's going to pick him up. Why are we hearing about that over and over and over? And in the meantime, women and children are being harangued and tortured and killed They are the priorities. We've got to turn this around. We have to make it uncool to bash people up, for men to bash women and children up. Liz had a great idea.
Oh, it's already out there, I didn't realise.
Make it uncool, like that when you're speeding in cars and they do this. It's very uncool to bash up children and anyway. So I just want to say, Trish, we love her. I'm absolutely so thankful for you people to do this for our family and for Trish. And we discussed this just before, and I didn't know where to put this dress or even what to do with this dress. I was originally going to give it to her boys, the two boys who are now in their 20s. One's just got engaged and they're off with their life. But we've decided we're going to put it in the house in a glass cabinet.